Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Signal here and welcome back to another video. In this one I'm going to go over kind of all the things that the patch fixed and the patch did not fix. And the first thing I want to talk about is as you open your inbox, you're going to be able to claim a gift of 1000 gems. Now 1000 gems is not the highest amount in the world, you can just burn them on the current Shazam chest in the store and not get anything. But as far as I'm aware, this is the absolute highest compensation they have ever given. So it's definitely a step in the right direction. It's not much, but 1000 feels a bit more appropriate for maintenance times. Because previously they would give as low to as 400, 200, so 1000 is not something to necessarily complain about. So this is something that's good. Entering soul raids, and we're going to enter a fight as well eventually because there's some other stuff that I want to test out. But the lightning is fixed in this screen. It was a lot darker and it's fixed inside the fights as well. And I've had a lot of people telling me in the comments, yet again, the performance depends on your device. I can't tell for sure. The game was working fine for me on PC previously, and it was working bad on phone, but it's working a bit better on phone. But I don't know that. It's up to you. Some people in the comments on my video said that it's going better in terms of performance. Some people said that they still have problems. Some people can't still log in into the game. And here I want to quickly address the problem with emulators, because after the last patch, the emulators were kind of messed up and all over the place, and that problem is not fixed yet. Previously, I was using LD Player to play on PC, and now I'm using BlueStacks to play on PC because LD Player is no longer working. However, that might not work for you, because for other people LD Player is working but BlueStacks is not working, and it's all over the place. The only fix to this, if you still want to play it on PC, is to just check out all the emulators that are available and try to find one that works for you. Now moving on to Batman Ninja Team, this is a very weird one because they said that they fixed Grodd's lethal stacking, but the problem was not necessarily with Grodd. It was with Robin. Robin was no longer providing proper lethal stacking from this passive because this thing can stack and stack and stack on top of each other. At the very least, that's how it used to be. It's only 30% lethal damage, but you can have a lot of those active at the same time, but you could have only one active. And it was the problem with the Robin passive, and they said they fixed the lethal stacking on Grodds. However, on this account, I'm going to test Batman Ninja Catwoman, and then I'm going to test Grodd on the main account, but the problem was with the Robin passive. On Catwoman, I have the Dark Metal cards, and I have a rough idea of how much damage this should do. So let's get this going, and let's see how this works on Catwoman, and then I'm going to tag Grodd in and see how that goes. My bad there. I mean, not necessarily, this man's AI is weird. So far, this is not looking that great. Because at this point, I should have a lot of lethal stacks. Okay, let's keep going a bit more. This is the usual Dark Metal cards gameplay. This is how you play it. And that's not looking great. You know what those are? Those values that you just saw on the screen? They are the values that I'm getting usually on the third special when I am unlucky and I don't get the lethal hits in. That's however much I'm getting whenever I don't hit lethals on the third special. Those are the unlucky values. The lucky values with a level 6 Puppet of Zatanna that they have equipped, or a level 5 Puppet of Zatanna that they have equipped. I think it's 6 by this point, 5 or 6, doesn't matter, and the level 1 Puppet on Grodds. Those are the low values. Something that should not necessarily be ideal, because I most likely can get more than that, but if I ever see a 3 mil value on that third special, and we should be hitting a 3 mil value at the very least at this point, then that's good. That is fixed. But this this is not fixed. You're going to be able to kind of see a better representation of this, I guess, with Beta Club, because that's just gonna do no damage on Batninja Catman at least, as some of you pointed out in the comments. But I know my values, I know my artifact levels on the secondary count. This damage is definitely not normal for Batman Ninja Catwoman. Even if you go back and watch my videos previous to like the Shazam updates, you're going to see those kind of exact same values on the third special. However, they happen whenever I'm unlucky. Whenever I see a 1.4 mil on that last part of the third special in the videos, I'm gonna say like, oh, that's unlucky. Right on the last value we did not hit a lethal. And we're hitting lethals and we're having the damage, I guess, boosted a bit by 30%. 30% is most likely everything we're getting from Robin, because the problem still persists, and yeah, lethal on Batninja Catman is not working. However, I'm gonna test out Grodd afterwards. It's gonna be a bit weird if it works on Grodds, because then a lot of people don't have gears on Grodd, because you don't need gears on Grodd unless you're pay to win and you have the Beta Club artifact. But yeah, Batninja Catwoman is definitely still not working. This is just not working. I don't know what went wrong with the Batninja team whenever they put them in the game, but every single time you do an update, there's a problem with it. Yeah, this is not how it should look. This is not reasonable damage. My Just League team can do more than that, and whenever my Just League team can do more than the Batninja team, you know it's not great. Okay, now we got the usual pay-to-win Grodd team to test this out as well. We got Grodd with Beta Club, and we got Brainiac with Puppet. And if this works, then it's even weirder, because then the problem is indeed not with Robin, with his passive not working. His passive works, but it doesn't work on any of the Batman Ninja characters, and there's a problem with the Batman Ninja characters then. Like, all of them need to have that fixed. But yeah, let's play normally. By the value so far, it increased all the way to 7 mil. I can pretty much clearly say it works on Grodd already, but let's keep playing. Let's keep pushing this, man. Let's get to the corner again. I have Puppet on Brainiac, so I'm gonna be very fast about doing this. And they said about something about the lethal damage cap. I didn't know there. I thought there was one, but I didn't know exactly where to put it. So if a lethal damage cap exists, then it's been shortened on every single character in the game. And nobody cared about that, because most characters other than the Batman Ninja team and the characters using Brainiac don't really need to use it. And I haven't had problems stacking lethal with Brainiac since the last update, so it's only Batman Ninja team lethal tag damage cap, it seems like. I can't tag out here, my bad. Though I didn't get too damaged. Yeah, 20 mil value. Grodd is fixed. Grodd is definitely working the way he should work. This is good damage. This is proper damage. Robin's lethal attack damage is most definitely stacking on him. This is fixed. But how about Batman Ninja Catwoman? Because nobody is using Grodd unless they have Beta Club. So congratulations, you fixed the issue for like less than 10% of the players. How about the rest of them? Yeah, I need to focus a bit here. I would like to actually kill this man. Though the damage capped at... What happened to the damage now? It's no longer hitting those 20 mil values. There's no way I'm this unlucky to just keep not getting lethals. And like, I've stacked it at the start of the fights. You saw it with your own eyes. It was hitting 20 mil damage in every single dot value. It was hitting 20 mil damage. Now that 20 mil is no longer there, and I messed up a bit, but right now we've been playing well for a long time, so in theory all these stacks should be fine. All the lethal attack damage stacks should be fine and maxed out and back. But it's no longer, it's refusing to go back to the values it was previously at. No, this is not fixed either. Like, it looks promising at the start, but something happened during the fight that triggered this to no longer work as well. Nah, this is... I mean, it's far better than how Batman Ninja Catwoman is doing, but it's still not fine. Like, I had a far higher lethal attack damage cap at the start of the fight and was getting far higher values, and now it kind of stopped. Still did so much better than I got with Batman Catwoman, but this is still very weird. I can find absolutely no explanation as to why that happened. Why were we doing so much more damage at the start, but then it refused to go above a certain threshold? Okay, let's rewatch this. So here I'm getting 20 mil values, right? Everything's going well. I'm stacking the lethal. I have the lethal from Brainiac. And then at the end of the fight, it's just refusing to go above 10 mil. It's refusing to stack it back up. I don't know what's up with this, but Grodd is working better than before the update, at least. But not fixed. This is not okay. And last thing I want to test, they also said about something about Joker's super move animation being fixed. I don't care enough to test that, I'm sorry. But yeah, the arena, they said they fixed the high button not working, and yes, it's definitely working now. Now, the other thing I want to see if they made any tweaks to the new Shazam, because there was some gameplay flaw that I was really frustrated about. They didn't say about making any tweaks for him, but let's test this out regardless. So no, tagging from a jump attack still gets blocked. I hate this character. I hate him. But yeah, that was about it for the video. It was a small patch, and look, if it fixed the graphical issues for you, like as far as kind of last thoughts for this video, if it did fix the, I mean, I think it fixed the graphical issues for everybody with the lights not working. That's great. If it fixed the performance issues and now you're able to play the game far better, that's absolutely great. If it fixed the unusual gameplay happening a lot, which I've seen for a lot of people that's happening, now it's far better of an experience because you no longer get the game thinking you're hacking without actually hacking. This clone is acting a bit sus. But yeah, that's great. If unusual gameplay is fixed, that's also great. And yet again, we get a decent amount of gems, and it is great that we got a small patch to fix some issues, because it's been ages since we got the small patch to fix some issues, because usually they would wait for these issues to get fixed until the next patch. So there's definitely some good things about this. There's definitely some good things about this. Let's not hate on this too much. But now back to hating on this. They did not touch Shazam. Shazam is at the same way as he was on release. And yet again, if you were wondering about my opinion on the new Shazam... Oh, Grodd still has the good bug though. So if you're unaware, Grodd has a bug where he's able to... Normally he's able to kill himself when he gets below certain thresholds. But he can heal himself from any amount of health now. Which is... I don't mind that. Please keep that bug in the game. Arena feels a bit weird. I haven't played this in a long time, but it feels a bit weird. With the enemies blocking so fast, leaving very small openings for you to counter. But yeah, there's definitely some good things about this. There's definitely some good things about this. I was not really focusing on winning this. There's some good things about this patch that I mentioned, but Batman Ninja Team is not fixed. You didn't fix shit. You got Grodd with Beta Club for the pay-to-win side of things working a bit better, but not fully fixed. And Batman Catwoman? That's dead. That's definitely dead. And Shazam? Not touched. And if you're wondering about my opinion on Shazam, don't buy this. This is a bad legendary character. He doesn't do anything but get himself a damage buff. And you just get King getting a damage buff, which is a bit lower than his, but... You're gonna be fine just using King for every single reason why you would want Shazam. King is 2 times better and far easier to get. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know about this update. The thing I wanted to see the most is the Batman Ninja Team being fixed and maybe emulators working a bit better, personally, on a personal level. But that hasn't happened, so that's kind of it for this patch. Fixed some things, but still, I don't feel like this is good enough or managed to touch upon the goals that it set for itself, which was the fixing of Batman Ninja Team, or at least the fixing of Grodd, which they didn't even achieve that. Thanks so much for watching. Like the reflected, disliked it. Let me know in the comments how you feel about this patch. Oh, another thing that I should mention, because people are going to not necessarily be mad at me, but be disappointed if I don't mention this. So, you know how this man's got the specialty, right? And you're going to have a stun bomb. This is going to have a chance to stun the enemy. Now, there's a couple of things happening in league rates. Sometimes this is not functioning at all with a 50% chance to stun the enemy bosses, and sometimes this is pushing the enemy off the bomb with the animation so they no longer get hit by the stun part of it. So that's also some garbage that they need to take a look at. And some other bugs that have been in the game for ages, for example, but robbing characters getting interrupted on tag-ins. But yeah, I sound... If I'm gonna say any more about robbing characters not having their tagging attacks working, it's been years at this point. I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but that was it for this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye!